Joe was standing at the table, the kitchen table, all by himself, and he just looked at me, and he had a bottle of brandy in front of him. And a bottle of brandy to come by in that house was a hard thing to find because there was a lot of liquor in that house. But I never saw a bottle of brandy, and he knew that was my drink, and I was pretty surprised. And he's standing there holding the bottle of brandy, and he says, "I thought I could lure you over with this." And I looked at him and I said, okay, this is gonna be our night. Okay, cool. So I went on over and I sat down with Joe. I don't know, was it by 11 at night or something? Nobody else is around. This is probably after we've been partying for 3 or 4 nights, and Joe, maybe I was the last person out. I don't know. But anyway, he sat down with his bottle of absinthe, and I sat down with my bottle of brandy, and like 2 buzzards in the wind, we stayed there for close to 5 hours. He was becoming very frustrated. He started to talk about why, we were talking about some group of people, I think it was history maybe, I can't remember exactly what, but he was so irritated that somebody didn't fight for a cause. Why didn't they fight for this cause, and why aren't they, he was just going on and ranting, and I smelled something in his conversation. I kind of was sitting there listening to him, and I smelled something, and I said to him, he started to dribble almost into reminiscing, but he wasn't like that, but it was almost a reminiscent feeling, like something he had known in the past that wasn't there anymore or something. And I looked at him and I said, "Joe, you can't go back." And he just like stopped dead in his tracks, and he looked at me and he said, "God," he said, "how did you know that?" And I went, he says, "I just figured that out 2 weeks ago. And I sensed that I was with a really ancient warrior." I don't mean to romanticize him, but I'm telling you that. I just sat there, because we were getting to know each other, I just thought, God, this is an old warrior, from maybe some way far off time. I didn't know, but there was a magic in that moment, I have to say. There really was.